All knitting methods produce the same results. There is no right or wrong way to hold the needles in the yarn. Knitting is like handwriting. You will find the way you like to knit best as you progress in your knitting journey. Here is an easy way to get started if you are a beginner. You will need to cast on your stitches. If you don't know how to cast on, watch my long tail cast on video first. Insert the tip of the needle right into the center of the knit loop behind that front leg of the stitch. Both of the needles will now be in the stitch. Pinch the needles together with your left forefinger and thumb and let go of the right needle with your right hand. With your right hand, wrap the yarn under the right needle tip, then up between the two needle tips and then over the top of the right needle back to the right side. Use the right needle tip to pull the yarn wrapped around it under the left needle and through the stitch. You want to drop the original stitch from the left needle. After you move that stitch from the left needle to the right needle, notice that the stitch encircles the base of the new stitch on the right needle. I also want you to take a look at the running thread that passes between the two needles. This is the thread that ties these two stitches together, and it's also one that will help you keep track of your tension. If it becomes too loose and the tips of your needle are too far apart, it could create a hole in your knitting. If it's also too tight, it can make it very difficult to put your needle into that other stitch as you're going along. So you want to pay attention to your tension and not get it too tight or too loose. Keep knitting each stitch from the left needle to the right needle. When all of the stitches have been moved to that right needle, you know you have completed the knitting row. Congratulations! Once you have completed your knitting row, you have a choice. There are two sides to the fabric you're creating.